Okay, let's start the new topic, photosynthesis. As you know, it is anabolic process or the constructive process. In this process, autotrophic organism use light energy to make organic food or glucose or sugar and oxygen gas as well from the carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll. Entire mechanism of photosynthesis you can see and can understand by this reaction, where you can see the carbon dioxide and water react together, and in the presence of light and chlorophyll they make glucose, and as a byproduct oxygen release. Okay, next question, do you know which kind of the organism show photosynthesis? And might be your answer is photosynthetic organism. तो वो कौन से organisms होते हैं जो कि photosynthesis कर सकते हैं? The answer is chlorophyll containing organisms. Means those organisms in which chlorophyll present, they can show the photosynthesis or they can do the photosynthesis. Like in prokaryote, we can say all cyanobacteria and some bacteria show the photosynthesis, and whereas the eukaryotes like algae, plant like protoctist, and all plants show the photosynthesis mechanism. Now discuss the location of photosynthesis in the photosynthetic organism. In the photosynthetic organism at organ level, in all green parts, यानी कि जो parts उनके green होते हैं वहाँ पे photosynthesis हो सकती है because of the chlorophyll pigment. Especially leaves are the major part. In plants जो है वो leaves में ही photosynthesis ज़्यादा होती है because here lot of chloroplast or chlorophyll present. As we know, it is a cellular process. So in the prokaryotic cell, this process take place in the cytoplasm because here pigments are freely found in the cytoplasm. Whereas in the eukaryotic organism or the photosynthetic eukaryotes like plant or the algal cell, the pigment present in the chloroplast. So the photosynthesis take place in the chloroplast. Now discuss what are the essentials or the requirement of photosynthesis. As you know, there are 4 essentials or requirements of the photosynthesis, like carbon dioxide, water, light, and photosynthetic pigments. One by one, we will discuss the sources of these requirements, their roles, and some other properties. First of all, discuss the sources of requirement. Means कि ये जो जितनी भी requirements है ये किसी भी photosynthetic organism को कहाँ से available होती हैं. Number 1, light. The major source is the sun. In any ecosystem, you know, sun is the major source of light. Number 2, carbon dioxide. Major source of carbon dioxide is the atmosphere. Number 3, water. Major source is soil for the terrestrial plant. And number 4, photosynthetic pigments, or especially chlorophyll. These pigments are present already in the cell. If we talk about the prokaryote, freely present in the cytoplasm, whereas in the eukaryotic organism, photosynthetic organism like plant and algae, it is found in the chloroplast. Now the next topic, role of these requirements, यानी कि इन चीज़ों की photosynthesis में कहाँ ज़रूरत होती है या इसका क्या काम है. So number 1, light. You know, light is the energy, and in the photosynthesis it has 2 functions. Number 1 is the photolysis of water, यानी कि water की breakdown होती है तो वो with the help of light होती है. Second thing, to excite the electrons. During photosynthetic mechanism, electrons जो हैं वो excited होते हैं, elevate होते हैं from low energy level to high energy level by the help of this energy. Second, carbon dioxide role. As you know, during photosynthesis, glucose synthesized, and the formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So here carbon dioxide provides carbon and oxygen to the glucose. Third one, water. Function of water or role of water in the photosynthesis, it provides electron as well as hydrogen ion to the glucose. Whereas in the plants and other eukaryotic organisms, as a byproduct oxygen release, is also come from the water molecule or released from the water molecule. Next, other pigment. These pigments absorb the light energy and convert it into the chemical energy. Basically, this is the main thing, means the pigment, through which these organisms can utilize the further kind of ingredient and make their own food. Because if we observe carbon dioxide, water and light, all these things are also available to the heterotrophic organisms including us. But we cannot do the photosynthesis. Why? What is the reason? Because we haven't chlorophyll and other pigments. Now start the next topic, the other properties of light and pigments. सबसे पहले हम डिस्कस करते हैं लाइट को. What do you think, which kind of radiation used in the photosynthesis process? You know, from the sun, here three kind of radiations emit. One is the UV radiation, other one is the infrared, and other one is the visible light or the white light. And you heard also the name of the other kind of the radiation like X-rays, gamma rays, radio waves. So again, the question, are all these kind of the radiation used in the photosynthesis? The answer is no. Only the visible light or white light is used during the photosynthesis. Visible light, you know, the range between the 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, and all the spectra of the visible light are used during the photosynthesis. But the most effective spectra are red and blue. And here the red light is comparatively most effective than the blue. Why the red light energy is more effective than the blue in the photosynthesis? Because as we have discussed in the previous lecture, the function of light, you know, the function of light, it is involved in the to excite the electron. Here the red light energy is enough. Through this energy, electron transfer to the excited state number 1, and here these electrons directly involve in the useful reaction. Whereas blue light energy is more than the red light, but through this energy, electron reach to the excited state number 2, which is useless, and from this state again electron go down to the excited state number 1 by losing energy and then involve in the reaction. That's why we can say the red light is more effective than the blue. Now the next characters of pigment or the photosynthetic pigment. There are different type of pigments like the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll, carotene, which are involved in the photosynthesis. But the essential pigment is the chlorophyll A. And these pigments are present in the thylakoid in the form of cluster, and they are divided into two categories. First cluster is called the antenna complex and second cluster is called the reaction center. Antenna complex usually consists of accessory pigments like xanthophyll, carotene, chlorophyll B, and the function of this cluster or the complex is to absorb light from the sun and transfer to the reaction center. Whereas the function of the reaction center might be directly absorb light from sun or also receive light from the antenna complex and transform this light energy into the chemical energy. Let's start the mechanism of photosynthesis in plant. First of all, site. कहाँ होता है ये photosynthesis का mechanism? As we have discussed, the site of the photosynthesis in the plant is the chloroplast. Stages, the entire photosynthesis mechanism divides into two major stages. Number 1 is the light reaction and number 2 is dark reaction. The light reaction or the light dependent reaction. A location of the light reaction is the thylakoid of the chloroplast. Now discuss the requirement of the light reaction. As we have discussed, the overall in the photosynthesis 4 things are required, and out of 4 three involved in the light reaction, means photosynthetic pigment or the chlorophyll, and water as well as light. These three things are used in the light reaction, whereas the carbon dioxide used in the dark reaction or the light independent reaction. Now discuss what kind of processes or the functions take place in the light reaction. There are five major functions which takes place in the light reaction. Number one is the electron transportation, might be in the cyclic manner or non-cyclic manner. We can see the electron movement through the electron carrier molecules. Number two, photolysis of water or the breakdown of water. Number three is ATP formation, or here the ATP formation is called the photophosphorylation. And number four is NADPH formation, and number five is the oxygen release during the photosynthesis take place in this step. Now what are the end products of light reaction? The end products are three: ATP, NADP and oxygen. This oxygen is released, whereas the ATP and NADPH used in the next step, dark reaction or the light independent reaction. Now start the mechanism of the light reaction. Here we know there are two types of light reaction on the basis of electron movement. First is the cyclic reaction, where we can see the electron move in cyclic manner, यानी कि वो जहाँ से निकलते हैं वहाँ पे वापस चले जाते हैं. Whereas in the non-cyclic light reaction, electrons do not come back to the origin, यानी कि जहाँ से वो निकलते हैं उस जगह पे वापस नहीं आएंगे. Here both kind of the both kind of light reaction, cyclic and non-cyclic, take place side by side simultaneously, but the most effective is the non-cyclic light reaction. Now here we discuss the non-cyclic light reaction mechanism. As we know, in this mechanism both kind of photosystem PS1 and PS2 both are involved, and also here some electron carrier molecules are involved. All these things are arranged in the thylakoid membrane. Now let's start. First of all, photolysis of water take place. In the thylakoid space, water present. When the light comes strike to the water molecule, it gets split into three things: electrons, oxygen and hydrogen ion. Here electrons enter in the photosystem 1, whereas oxygen released as a byproduct in the atmosphere. Now after photolysis, here electron transportation processes start. Electrons when enter from water to the photosystem 2. Here also photosystem 2 absorb light energy or photon, and here electrons become excited and transfer to the primary electron acceptor, that is which is pheophytin, and then it moves towards the plastoquinone. From the plastoquinone, electrons transfer to the cytochrome Bf complex, and then from the cytochrome Bf complex, electrons move towards the plastocyanin, and from the plastocyanin, electrons passed into the PS1 or photosystem 1, and then from photosystem 1 or PS1, electrons move towards the ferredoxin. From ferredoxin, electrons are used to reduce NADP. NADP which present in the stroma, and finally here we can see electrons never come back in this chain reaction, and this NADP also use hydrogen ion and become reduced into NADPH. Now see the ATP formation or photophosphorylation. You know, during photosynthesis, ATP formation is called photophosphorylation because here light is involved. Due to the presence of light or due to the excitement of electron because of the photon or the light energy, here when the electron passed through the cytochrome in downward direction, here energy is released, and this energy is involved in the formation of ATP in indirect manner. तो इस तरह से आपने देखा कि अब इसमें जो है किस तरह से फोटोलाइसिस हुई, फोटोलाइसिस के रिजल्ट में जो है वो ऑक्सीजन रिलीज हुई, उसके अलावा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो है वो निकले और वो फिर फोटो सिस्टम में एंटर हुए, और इसके अलावा जो है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के साथ साथ NADPH किस तरह फॉर्म हुई, और इसके अलावा ATP किस तरह से फॉर्म हुई. One thing related to the ATP formation, it's a very complicated process, but at your level just इसको बहुत ही simple way में आपको explain किया है. Now start the second stage of the photosynthesis, that is the dark reaction or Calvin cycle or C3 cycle, or we can say light independent reaction. Why it is called Calvin cycle? Because first time the cyclic process introduced by the Calvin. And why it is called the C3 cycle? Because here first compound synthesized having 3 carbon. And why it is called the light independent reaction? Because in this step light is not necessary. It may be occur in the presence of light as well as in the absence of light. In both conditions we can say it take place. And the location of the Calvin cycle, it take place in the stroma of chloroplast. Now requirements of the Calvin cycle. Here the first one is atmospheric carbon dioxide, second ATP, and third one NADPH. ATP and NADPH come from the light reaction. The entire mechanism of Calvin cycle consists of about 13 steps with the help of different enzymes, and it takes place in the cyclic manner. But the complicated mechanism divide into 3 major phases, where the first phase is called the carbon dioxide fixation or the carboxylation. Second stage is called the reduction, and third stage is called the regeneration. Now one by one we'll discuss these steps or phases. Now discuss the first step, which is called the carboxylation or the carbon dioxide fixation. In this stage, from atmosphere, carbon dioxide enter and it reacts with the last product of previous Calvin cycle, that is ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. It is a 5 carbon compound, and in the presence of one enzyme Rubisco, change into the first product of the Calvin cycle, that is 3-phosphoglycerate. Here this compound consists of 3 carbon, that's why this Calvin cycle also known as C3 cycle. Second stage or second phase of the Calvin cycle is reduction. In this stage, initially all 3-phosphoglycerate or 3-phosphoglyceric acid, by using 6 ATPs which come from light reaction, change into 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate or 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, and then all these 6 molecules of 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate or glyceric acid change into 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde by using 6 molecule of NADPH which come from light reaction. In the last phase, which is called the regeneration process, regeneration means dobara se banna. Here we can see out of 6, 1 molecule of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde leave the cycle, whereas remaining 5 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde by using 3 more ATPs which come from light reaction change into 3 molecules of ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate, which is the last product and can further reuse in the next Calvin cycle. Now point related to the C3 cycle or the Calvin cycle. Number 1, location where the dark reaction or the Calvin cycle take place. The answer is stroma. What is the end product of the Calvin cycle? The exact answer is the ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate or ribulose 1,5 biphosphate, which is 5 carbon compound, and it is the type of carbohydrate. And which thing utilized during this reaction? Here the carbon dioxide, ATP and NADPH2 are utilized during this mechanism. And how many ATPs utilized in a Calvin cycle? 9 ATPs. And how many NADPH2 utilized? Here answer is the 6 NADPH. And what type of enzyme is necessary which initiate this Calvin cycle? The answer is rubisco carboxylase. And how many stages of this mechanism? It divides into 3 stages: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. And what is the name of first stable compound of Calvin cycle? The name of first stable compound of Calvin cycle is phosphoglycerate or phosphoglyceric acid. And why it is called the C3 cycle? Because this first compound, phosphoglyceric acid, consists of 3 carbon. And for making 1 glucose, how many ATPs are used? Because as we know, for making 1 glucose, 2 Calvin cycle proceed in the chloroplast. Means ATPs are utilized 18 and NADPH utilized about 12. In which step glucose synthesized in the Calvin cycle? We know glucose not synthesized in the Calvin cycle. The one molecule of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde which leave the cycle, it is involved in the formation of glucose. यानी कि जब 2 Calvin cycle होगी और दोनों 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde वहाँ से रिमूव होंगे तो इस तरह से ये एक ग्लूकोज का मॉलिक्यूल फॉर्म करेंगे. This is the overview of overall photosynthesis. Here we can see how in the thylakoid light reaction take place and form oxygen, ATP and NADPH, and ATP and NADPH enter in the Calvin cycle or second step of the of the photosynthesis. And this second step Calvin cycle also receive carbon dioxide from atmosphere and involve in the synthesis of glucose.